Now to that deadly shooting at a San Diego Islamic center. We have just received video of what investigators say was a second shooting by the same gunman a few blocks away.
That shooting continued for some time after that. A landscaper was injured, possibly struck by a bullet that deflected off of his helmet, saving his life. After multiple shots, the car takes off. Another shot is heard, and then a car alarm going off. For more on the investigation and the victims, we go live to Eyewitness News reporter Bianca Bono in San Diego. Bianca.
Investigators say if not for the actions of each of these three victims, this horrible tragedy would have been much worse. Leaders here tell us they were all beloved members of the Islamic Center of San Diego who sacrificed their own lives to protect 140 children inside. Let's talk about those three victims. First, security guard Amin Abdullah. He engaged the two suspects in gunfire when they ran past him, and he was able to signal for the lockdown protocol. Then, after calling 911, Mansour Kaziha and Nadir Awad together ran towards the two suspects and distracted them before they were killed. That's when police arrived here, forcing the suspects to flee. Minutes later, and just around the corner from here, live streamed video shows one suspect killing the other before taking his own life. At that scene, sources tell ABC News they recovered neo-Nazi symbolism on the suspect's clothing and on one of their weapons. We're told the two suspects, 17-year-old Kane Clark and 18-year-old Caleb Vasquez, met each other online where they were radicalized. The FBI says they've recovered a manifesto which includes their disturbing religious and racial ideologies and how they believed the world should look. They said they did not discriminate who they hated. We heard from the security guard's daughter this afternoon, who said that hate is exactly what her father stood up against.
He would want our community to stand together as one. That's exactly what he would want. And I hope this moment we can all come together and to be kind to one another and to remember who he truly was. Regardless if you were a Muslim, okay, if you were Christian, if you were Jewish, if you had no faith, he didn't care. He would treat you human to human.
Investigators say they are still looking into exactly what or who the intended target of these two shooters was. During searches executed at three homes connected to the suspects, police say they've recovered 30 guns. We know that one of the suspects took the guns used yesterday from his parents, so police are still looking into whether those parents will be charged. But the focus today is honoring and remembering the three men who risked their own lives to save the school children here. A memorial is growing outside of the Islamic Center, and a fundraiser online for the three victims has already raised more than $2 million. Reporting live in San Diego, Bianca Bono, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.